guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Thanishka's Readings. So today we're going to be seeing an excellent book called Little Polar Bear Rescue. So let's first see who's the author of this book. The author is Rachel Delahaye. Okay, so now let's get to the main part of the story. So the main part is there's this girl called Fliss, and she always has wherever she has seen like lonely animals, she's always used to go give them to their actual family. She has created a lot of books, like a lot, and I'll be telling you guys in another video, but for now let's look at Little Polar Bear Rescue. So here what happened is that she's having some campfire with her friends Ella and her Amber, Karen, and all her friends. They're eating some s'mores, marshmallows, and they're having a lot of fun. Suddenly she gets transported to an Arctic Circle. There she sees a polar bear cub, and she always took her binoculars out and searched where is their family, but she was never able to find. And she had a documentary of animals, and it said that foxes always search for polar bears to eat. Not always, but in the Arctic places they always search for polar bears. And she followed foxes all around here and there, and she looked up her binoculars. She saw a family, but she knew that this polar bear only had two, and this polar bear was lost. And there was another polar bear only with his mother, and the mother and the other cub was searching all around for this polar bear which was lost. And this Fliss, who transported to the Arctic Circle and wanted to search where this family was, she didn't want to just call this polar bear a polar bear. She wanted to just give a name. So she kept her name as Nanook. And yeah. So then they used her binoculars and she used to see, but they couldn't find her. Then Nanook and the polar bear and Fliss, they dig a hole inside the snow, and then they just sat down there. They heard some growling and those noises. So Fliss opened a little bit of the snow and wanted to look out, peek out of there. And she saw Fliss's pet Nanook's mother with her cub. That's so exciting. And you guys might be like, how did she figure out that was her mother? Because in the beginning, they said that Nanook's mother was thin. She wasn't like any other polar bear, which was like fluffy, chubby. She was really thin. And plus, she knew that they were hungry. And when they saw around her mother's mouth, they saw blood. So she knew this was exactly the mother. And plus, she let Nanook go. And plus, Nanook was starting to be very happy because polar bears have very good sensing of their family. And Nanook was really happy. So Fliss exactly knew this was their family. So he went to his family. So that's where the story ends. Okay, so let me just tell you what I love about this story. The thing which I loved here is whenever they bring us to a main point to us somewhere. For example, you're standing here. I'm giving you an example. You're standing in your house now, and you suddenly want to go to Australia, for example, or New York, for example. And when, for example, you're going on a flight maybe to that country, and suddenly there's like a twist in the middle. The plane crashes down. Then they have to go in taxis. In the taxi, there's nothing there. No gasoline, so they cannot go there. Then maybe when they go to sea, they see the plane crash down, but there's still pilots inside, and they still call our names that are you one of the passengers, and they bring us back onto the route, and we go back. That's how the story is. We aim. For example, there's an aim here, and then they put a twist to the aim, and then they come back to the aim again and twist it, come back, twist it, come back. This is the main part of the story, and I love the story. And plus, you guys have to see front cover. It's so cute. Plus, she had made more stories too. So this is what I liked, and disliked, I had nothing, absolutely nothing. I loved everything here. Okay, so I'll give this story a rating of 10 out of 10 because this story was super duper cool. So that's it for this video. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.